Yo, what up, fam? It's Maris with Critical Root Zone, where we dig deep with inquiring minds to get to the root of sustainability. Want to know why I started this podcast? My belief that a positive, sustainable climate is critical to me and you, and all that we love and enjoy about our planet. I want to learn more about the problems we face on a daily basis, and why they seem like we have no control over them, because I believe we do. My guests will range from all walks of life. And I want to hear from you. What do you think? What do you believe? Let's make a lasting and permanent change together. Please subscribe and join me as we get to the root of the problems here on CRZ. Welcome back. It's Critical Root Zone, and I'm your host, Maris. We are in our third episode of Conversations with Ounce of Hope. My cool hat here with Cameron Heil. And we've been talking all about his journey, how he became say it one more time.
Director of Business Development.
Yeah, Director of Business Development at Ounce of Hope, which is an aquaponic cannabis farm and dispensary in Memphis, Tennessee. And the whole thing is so super fresh. It's not something that a lot of people know about, and that's why I wanted to have him on my show. So if you missed it, right, episode 1, we talk all about Cam. We get into the soil. Critical Root Zone is about getting deep. So we are pretty deep right now. We're in the shit, literally. And if you don't know what that means, then you should probably stick around, because we're going to talk about fish poop. Yes, and how that is sustainable and regenerative, and how they even get that product. And we're going to talk about all the other products. But episode 1, all about Cam. Episode 2, what is Ounce of Hope? Who is Colin?
Mm-hmm.
Colin, you know who you are.
He does.
And today, right now, right here, we're going to talk about the products. So, Cam, hey, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I forgot how much fun this is.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
This podcast is really special to me. So thank you for being here.
I'm very happy to be here. This is a really special moment for me as well.
And sharing this with the people. Because the key to life, the key to sustainability is sharing. Mm-hmm. Sharing is caring. And people are what drive all the things that are doing good stuff for the environment and doing bad stuff for the environment. And this is good stuff. Sometimes we got to talk about the bad stuff.
Yeah.
That's okay. But some keys to life are food and sustaining animals and the natural processes that we have already in place that sometimes humans don't really pay attention to. And Ounce of Hope is paying attention to it. And they're using it to their advantage to make really great products, to give back to the community, and continue to learn, right? Share knowledge and do more research and see what else that they can create out of this incredible plant and mimicking a natural process that's already happening. Mm-hmm. So, fish poop. Let's start with it. This is a concentrate fertilizer that you get as a byproduct, basically, from the aquaponic systems that you have energizing your farms.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the lifeblood of our farm, and this product is a living product. It's something that builds soil. It's something that promotes microbial life and all of those good things that we're looking for in organic fertilizers. It has been certified for organic crop production. We're also working on our OMRI certification so that it itself can be an organic material listed on those review sheets.
That's awesome. And you guys fell into that part. So this is one of, you said this is the first, well, we have seltzers that we're going to talk about.
Sure.
But this is going national, or
we're going. Both of these products, the fish poop and the seltzer, are going to be our first breakthrough national products. And we already have accounts selling wholesale for the fish poop as far away as California. And with the seltzer, we're talking to several different distribution companies to be able to get this thing out there.
Why is fish poop so good?
So fish poop, just for a small recap, we're an aquaponic farm. We're a cannabis farm. The fish poop is the byproduct of our aquaponic system. Aquaponics is the merger of aquaculture and hydroponics. So hydroponics is growing plants in a soilless medium. Aquaculture is raising fish in clean water. So merging those systems, you've got the fish producing waste and you've got the plants cleaning that waste, and it's a symbiotic relationship. So our system, instead of being set up to cultivate seafood and sell seafood on a regular basis, cannabis is a lot, let's just say cannabis is worth a lot more per pound than tilapia are. So our main focus is cannabis. Our secondary focus is the nutrient system. So our aquaponic system is way different from most because we're not trying to produce seafood every 9 months. We're trying to produce nutrients every single day. So the feeding regimes, the water chemistry, everything is tailored to producing nutrients every single day. And we harvest nutrients from the system every single day. The way that we do that is that we've built these filtration systems, and we have been able to capture the solids that the fish produce in this filtration system, and we're able to pretty effortlessly pump that off without pulling a ton of water from the tanks. It's a cycle called a backwash cycle, and what that usually means is that you're pulling a lot of tank water out to clean your filter, and what you're left with is a diluted nutrient solution. What our system does is concentrate these solids and these nutrients, and what we pump off is a concentrate. So we're not wasting a ton of water from our system. We're not changing the water chemistry dramatically every time we want to harvest nutrients. We are pulling out the concentrated sludge, and we are composting that through aeration and turning it into this fish poop process.
Wow.
Yeah. So I've leaned really hard on my mentor and the Aquaponics Association and the different research scientists and PhDs and farmers and all the people that I'm connected to help make this product the most efficient, most sustainable version of itself. So we've got Dr. Rex helping us with our composting process. We've got Enterprise Aquatics helping us with our design and filtration. We've got Clemson University giving us tips and tricks. And so we've got all of this support from the Aquaponics Association to help us build this product.
That's so cool. That's so cool. I mean, you, Colin, you're lucky. You have a Cameron on your team, and you create a lot of relationships.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of it.
Yeah.
And I know I keep going back to that, but that really is what is my passion, is recognizing how when people work together and when we bring each other's strengths to the table, like you and Colin are the yin and the yang of the culture and the business and sharing the knowledge. And it's like, that's really beautiful. Not everybody needs to be an expert in every single thing.
Right.
You've got the people that you need in place, and we can all collaborate and work together. So the fish poop came to be, and you've got this incredible product now that you're giving to farmers and to gardeners, and it could have been a waste product.
In most farms, in most aquaculture facilities, this is their waste product. So even in aquaculture, they have to keep their water very clean to keep pathogens low because they've got stocking densities of fish very tightly packed, which is, it's fine, but it means you have to have super clean water, which means you're wasting that water into some other system, sometimes the municipality, and then you're bringing in fresh water all the time. So yes, this is 100% a waste product, and it is a waste stream that we are upcycling. And what we do is we pump this out of our system, and shouts out to Joseph for running our whole system. Another crew member who had no idea what he was getting into and now is running an integral part of our company. So what we do is we pump this out of our system. And again, with help from some of these other collaborators, we have found that what is actually best to unlock the nutrients is this composting process. So with water and manure, composting is a little bit different than what you think with soil, like set it outside, turn it every now and then. So we pump this into big 375-gallon totes, and we've got these massive aeration discs at the bottom that are roiling the water. It's a constant flow, and it's in a contained system. So there is active bacteria in our system and in this poop that is taking the toxic ammonia that the fish are producing from their gills and from their waste, and the bacteria are eating that ammonia and turning it into plant-available nitrogen. So that's the system of aquaponics. The bacteria are the unsung heroes of our farm and of out in nature when you're in a clear stream, but there's obviously animals that live in that stream, and the plants are obviously happy. It's all of this bacteria, these nitrifying bacteria. And again, they're converting a waste product into something that feeds life.
Oh my God. So when you give these, and talk about, we've got all sorts of, variations of what you can get here. There's a 4 ounce here. And who would you sell this to, you feel like?
So the 4 ounce is our kind of test bottle. It's for the nutrient curious, and it's for the house plant parents.
Wait a minute. I'm taking this.
Yeah.
Why didn't I even think of this?
You can't have it.
I want this because I have a dying plant. I can't figure him out. He's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's for me.
Fish poop is the answer. So you can't burn your plants with this. This is a general purpose fertilizer. This is our first product in the fish poop lineup. And we wanted this to be a simple product that anyone could use, farmer of large scale, gardener of small scale, and be able to not burn their plants, have an organic input, and use something that's going to build the soil while they're using it.
So, and how would this work? Like, do you guys have any kind of education on like how to?
We do, yeah. ounceofhope.com. We also have fishpoop.com, which we were lucky to snag that domain, I feel like.
Yeah.
And fishpoop.com has blogs and resources, and we also have a YouTube channel for searching Ounce of Hope. We are fully transparent in the way that we produce this product, share this product, market it, everything, all of our lab results, all the data that we collect, all the studies that we do, all of the story is there. You can go to fishpoop.com, ounceofhope.com. You can find these resources. So there are a couple of other companies that make a product similar to this. No one makes a product just like this in the U.S., period. And we're the only one that's sharing our data. We're the only one that's not holding proprietary information. We are releasing as much of this as possible. So whether it's the semi-weekly, twice a month water chemistry tests that we're taking to make sure that this is what we say it is, that's published. It's on the website. You can click it.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's the farms that we work with, the crops that they're growing, the dosing, everything is available. You can reach out for more questions. But this is the general purpose fertilizer. This has nothing added to it. We pull it out of our system. We compost it with aeration, and we let it sit in those tanks for 30 days. 30 days is what the data shows from these university studies. The bacteria does its full job of digesting and breaking down these locked up nutrients and making them plant available. So as soon as this hits the soil, it's doing good work for it.
That's so cool. Rad. Well, fish poop. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a fan. And I don't know how I just thought of that, but seriously, I'm going to use this.
Yeah.
And then we're going to move on to some cannabis products. I just got to taste this new Berry High seltzer, which you guys are still in the process of putting out newer. Oh, there he goes. He's cracking it open. Yay. Cheers.
Cheers.
These are so delicious. And not even that. I feel like, okay, why do we drink seltzers? Why do we drink a White Claw, right? I want to feel nice.
Yeah.
Like, I want to drink some light carbonated drinks and feel like I'm getting a little loose, but I'm not getting tanked.
Yes.
And sometimes people, well, myself included, when I first started drinking THC products, they weren't as big. And so not understanding the milligrams and how much my body or like my tolerance was at the time, you can just kind of overestimate what you're doing, or underestimate, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah.
Underestimate,
Yeah.
because this is actually a perfect amount for me. And I love this product because of that. I can sip on this. It's like a beer, and I don't really like drinking anymore. No offense to anyone who does. I like a good cocktail every once in a while, but this is really nice for me. And I've been drinking this the whole time that we've been chatting, and it's a very subtle relaxation for me. And because I'm not really into the business, I had a good time in my 20s. I'm not into the business of getting out of my mind, out of my body anymore.
Yeah.
That was a good time experimenting. But yeah, cannabis products have kind of changed my life in such a good way, because I can still feel like I can have a little buzz or have a little fun without going in on alcohol, which makes me feel like total crap the next day. And yeah, so that's my spiel on the seltzer and why I love them.
Yeah.
But tell me more about this product,
You're
please.
touching on a lot of good key points. And this product specifically is for people like you, and is for people like me who are not heavy drinkers anymore, or would prefer to just not drink at all, but still want to be able to have something at the social engagement or even after work. We have this like kind of ingrained idea that we want to crack something open to take the edge off. And this gives you that without any of the hangover, without any of the, just negative side effects of alcohol. And this product specifically, this is our 5 milligram dose. So this is our first product in a line where we'll have probably a dozen different seltzers by the end of the year, all with different dosages and different formulations. This one definitely intended to be a sipper and something that you can replace alcohol with. You could drink a couple of these in a night or in an engagement if you wanted to, and still feel like you're part of the party. And you're still going to get a lot of the benefits. We want the buzz, we want the head change, but we don't always want to be inebriated. We don't want to be cross-eyed. We don't want to be...
Want to have conversation, hold conversation.
Yeah, be able to find depth with people. And this offers that 100%. So this is our Berry High Seltzer, and it is lightly flavored. It's not this like big juicy punch.
You can kind of taste the plant more in this one. We were talking about that, which I love. And it's Delta 9 THC, which we don't need to go full on science on what all those things are, but could you just kind of give a very simplified, for someone who doesn't know anything about it?
Yeah, thank you for the prompt. The Delta 9 THC that we use is hemp derived. So this is a legal product that's available in 50 states. You can find it on our website and we can ship it to you. It's also going to be in stores very soon. We do wholesale through us, and we're also, like I said, getting partnerships with these distribution companies to get this all over the place. So yeah, the THC in here, again, hemp derived, it's safe, and it's something that we formulate in-house. So we have partnered with Grind City Brewing in Memphis, and they've been our partner for years. We host our 420 party there every year, and they're just such an awesome team, such a great company, and they're in a historic location. I mean, just all the things have aligned with us. So choosing them to manufacture this for us was a no-brainer. And
What are the new ones coming out? You were telling me about one with caffeine, or let's talk about that one.
Yeah, we have no shortage of vision for this product line for sure. Last year, we set out to create 12 products. And we were like, that's a lofty goal. Let's see if we can get there. We actually created over 20 products last year.
Oh, my goodness.
So it was exhausting. Instead of expanding our business in the, reach of new locations, we expanded our product line. Because we're a vertically integrated company, we can decide to make changes and make a new product like that. And our team is happy to help. So we get to make a lot of really cool pivots that other companies can only dream of. So this year, we launched this seltzer, we launched this fish poop, And instead of trying to make more new products this year, we're focusing on these two specifically. So the fish poop can have multiple different formulations. We want to have a cannabis line of nutrients, and in that you need one for veg and you need one for flower. And then we also want to have something that someone can use for their lawn, because lawns are some of the most unsustainable practices that we have in the landscaping industry. But we can alter that by adding something like this, adding something like the fish poop. Instead of using harsh chemicals and pesticides and all these things, we can use fish poop.
I already got a customer for you.
Yeah.
Red was on my show, and I told her all about you, and I was like, I'm not really sure if if it's a lawn thing. It might be just for farming or whatever. So good to know.
Yeah, 100%. And with the seltzer as well. So we're looking forward to all these different recipes that we're designing right now, and that we're in the implementation process of formulating them, making them taste good, making the dosage just right. So the Berry High is the first of a line of 4 products in the low dose category. So this is a 5 milligram Delta 9. This is the Berry High. The next flavor is going to be a peach, and it's super tasty, and it smells really good, and I love it. And that's launching very soon, like in a week or 2.
Can't wait.
And then coming along there will be 2 more light seltzers in the 5 milligram dose. And then we're going into more of the specialty side. So this is already a specialty beverage, but we're going to go more into the direction of how do we make a nitro cold brew THC infused beverage? How do we make a mushroom infused nootropic with THC? Do we want to put caffeine in that? Yes, in some, no, in others. So we're writing out all these recipes and building this product line, and it's just one domino after another. Like, great, we nailed this one, move to the next one, nail that one. And it's such a fun process.
That sounds like so much fun. That sounds like so much fun. And then well, I'm going to need to taste test all these and give some reviews. Not a big deal. But I also love the gummies. And so we're going to talk about these too, because I've had a lot of this product. I've tried a lot. And this one I like because, what dose is this one?
That's a 4 milligram. So that's our Vitality gummy. That one is mushroom infused, has some nootropics, has a little bit of caffeine and a little bit of THC.
That sounds so perfect.
It's exactly what we wanted. We sat down as a company, as a crew, and we're like, what do we want to replace that cup of coffee, to replace that late afternoon fatigue when you want something natural to boost you, but you don't want to have a massive dose of caffeine. And if you get, you do want some THC in the afternoon, but you don't want to get so high that you can't work. So like, what do we want? We know we like mushrooms. How do we make this happen? And so this product was born. This is our Vitality gummies, and they're super popular. It's my favorite edible next to our liquid edible. But yeah, and those aren't necessarily our best selling gummies. Some people still just want a 25 milligram gummy. That's all they want. They know what that dose is. It's versatile in a lot of different ways.
And a lot of people that try for the first time will have that or the 30 milligrams and be like, holy moly, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah, why are edibles even a thing?
And then they think about that with the seltzer and everything, and it's different. It's really different. The milligrams, did you eat? On an empty stomach, it might affect you. It might be a little stronger. So, having these conversations openly with people really kind of take away that stereotype once you hear other people enjoying it. I just want you to know, it might be a little scary at first if you've never heard anything good about it, but this is definitely an alternative of the future. And we're trying to keep it alive. Well, there's a lot of politics going on around it. I mean, every state seems to be different when it comes to the laws and regulations. I mean, we've got wrongs to right when it comes to people that have been put in jail for selling what we're about to break into as an industry. Well, it's already broken into.
No, I know what you mean, though.
And so there are things about this that people for a long time have associated with crime and associated with uh, I mean, we got drunk drivers out there too, like,
Yeah.
and that's a leading cause of death.
Yeah.
We haven't had this out enough along to know, like, really what the stats are with that, which I think are pretty low.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to crush any of those other ideas that people have, or at least make it so that you can be more open to using these products. And Ounce of Hope. Ounce of Hope has in Memphis, but you can ship it. So order it online. But that is kind of my favorite lineup right here. Is there anything that they should know about that's coming out with Ounce of Hope that you want to just share? Or
Yeah, I think as far as the products go, again, we're vertically integrated. So what that means is that we have captured our entire supply chain with how our products come to market. So you might see a finished product like a gummy and wonder like, I wonder what the recipe for this is, or I wonder how this specific product is made. But for us, the picture is so much larger. In fact, it starts with the water chemistry for our fish. If our water chemistry with our fish is out of line, then that means downstream our nutrients are out of whack, which means downstream our plants aren't happy, which means we don't get a good yield, which means we don't get a good extraction, which means we can't make great products. So this is a big picture for us, and everything has to be in harmony for us to create these products. And it's, again, very difficult, and it's why a lot of companies don't operate in the way that we do. But at the end of the day, once you have a well-oiled machine, then you have complete control and complete just autonomy to make the changes that you want. Oh, I didn't really like the flavor on this one. Let me tweak that a little bit. Oh, I want it to be a little stronger or a little less strong. Let me change that. So we have all those options. We control all those options. And that's important for us. Right now, we're a hemp company and we're under the hemp program. But very soon we will be transitioning into the medical marijuana programs, hopefully recreational marijuana programs. We'll remain a hemp company, but all of that consistency is really key for a medical program. Right now with our hemp products, we're enjoying them, and sure, people are using them for medicinal purposes, but the level of scrutiny of a medical marijuana market is much higher than a hemp market. And we are poised to meet that scrutiny and surpass it. So, it takes us back to aquaponics. The USDA hardly recognizes aquaponics. It's hard for us to get organic certification because we talk to our certifiers and they don't understand fish. They don't understand aquaculture. They don't understand what liquid compost is versus, a soil compost. So all of that to say that for a product like those gummies or this seltzer to hit our shelves, it's been tested rigorously, not just through, this feedback dynamic, but through lab studies. So this seltzer, for instance, is one product, and we have the COA available online, the certificate of analysis that shows its potency and its cleanliness, and it's, devoid of any toxins or pathogens, things like that. But that's just one test along the way. If we start all the way back in our fish system with our water chemistry tests, then we move into our potency of our fertilizer, then we move into the soil analysis and the plant analysis and the flower analysis and then the extract analysis. This one product might have 11 lab tests associated with it. And that chain of the supply chain is the way that we can offer that information is so powerful. There are so few companies that can say exactly where something came from, exactly what something constitutes. And we can do all of that. And we're open about it. We're transparent about it. We share all of our data. And we want to be an example because this is the type of cannabis company we wanted to be. And so we're doing it. And so we hope it's inspirational.
That is inspirational. Holy moly. Like, it's that whole little thing that you just said. That's very cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool. It makes me, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for Ounce of Hope.
Thank you.
I know that this is a volatile time with policy, and a lot of the work that you do goes towards educating people about these products and educating or getting support when it comes to the policies, which are changing all the time.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of maybe legislators, politicians don't know as much, and that fear can lead people to want to stop the selling and the research and all the things that are going into this. We're gonna have, but once this podcast comes out, I'm sure we'll know a little bit more because we are in session here in Tennessee. Yeah. You want to just touch on that real quick?
Yeah, real quick. There was a bill that we helped pass with TGC, the Tennessee Growers Coalition. Please check them out. They do amazing work. Been working with them for years. Tennessee Growers Coalition helped pass a bill last summer that protected our market, that protected hemp-derived cannabinoids, including THC and THCA. And that was all fine and dandy. We signed a bill with the Department of Agriculture. It sounded great. And that was in the summer. And then in the late fall, they announced that, hey, by the way, we're changing all of the rules, and it's not going to be good. And so we get that message closing out the year that it's like, wow, this session coming up that we thought was going to be, we're going to push for medical marijuana. Now, actually, we have to fight for the very business that we already do and the rules that we have already passed. So, yeah, this has been a really busy winter season, and it's part of why I'm here in Nashville now, is to meet with the Tennessee Growers Coalition, to meet with the lobbying firms and the lawyers that are representing us, representing our industry in this fight with the Department of Agriculture, who was our friend. And now they want to change all of the rules and make this impossible, make smokable products impossible, and make running a business for someone like us extremely burdensome.
Yeah, and that's the real shitty part, is that the little guys get squished because, I mean, how hard is it to already start all of these things and make it go and grow it, and then all of a sudden you have to change everything?
Right.
Like, and you've already done such a great job in making it regenerative and doing the right things with your people, with everything, like all of it. So, if you're out there and you want to do something about it, I mean, I think just getting educated and just, using your vote or your voice, going and calling your legislators and letting them know, hey, like, I don't want that to happen. There's a farm bill coming out, 2024 farm bill. We're not going to go all the way into that. I suggest that you go and research what that is. Look into it if you're interested. It has to do with the agriculture. The agriculture should be our friend, right? Because they're making products that directly benefit our farmers.
Yeah.
And it's not full of pesticides and chemicals, and it's made in a way that supports the environment. So it's like, companies like this should not be put out of business because of technicalities and people being scared of what this is or what it could do. Oh no, it might make things better. Oh no, we might not want all these other things that we've done that are not working. Oh, dang it.
Cheers to that.
I'm
Well
off my
said,
soapbox right here.
Yeah.
I'm getting off.
But no, look out for Tennessee Growers Coalition. Look out for other interested people, even if they're influencers or even if they're small farmers. There's plenty of people in this industry and in the ancillary industries, and we all need to work together. And for things to change and be more burdensome or to be more restrictive in cannabis is not the route. This has been proven time and time again with any prohibition policy, especially with cannabis throughout history. Let's just take a peek. Let's pull the curtain back 10 years, 20 years, 60 years. How has prohibition in cannabis affected us? Not well. So at the very least, let's be able to make farm and agricultural products. Let's be able to make safe, tested, verified products. And let's not have to get into these almost like, yeah, you're right. I mean, people's ideologies come into play on something like politics, when at the end of the day, this grows food, but this can go away because it's cannabis related.
I'm gonna cut us off. You know why? We're gonna save this for a bonus round. I want to say thank you for being here and talking the talk about business and getting vulnerable about your life, about who you are, opening up, letting people know who you are. It's not always easy to do, man. And who knows? This might go viral. Who knows? But we're gonna stop there because I want this next bonus episode. If you're ready for it, it's gonna get deeper, and the deepest part of this is exactly what we're talking about. So thank you for being here, Critical Root Zone. Cameron Heil from Memphis, Tennessee, and Ounce of Hope. I hope you guys go out there and check it out. The website, ounceofhope.com.
Ounceofhope.com, fishpoop.com.
Fishpoop.com.
Check out our YouTube. We have an Instagram. It's Ounce of Hope 901. Instagram and social media are very not friendly to us. We've been shut down a multiple amount of times. So the best way to find us is on our website. The fishpoop.com is a lot of fun. We've been really enjoying building that website.
You guys do tours?
We do farm tours. Yeah, absolutely. If you're in Memphis, you can sign up through our website to come and take a tour of the facility because, again, transparency is our key. It's a way that we give back. It's a way that we build trust and build relationships. So you can come and tour the farm. You can feed the fish. You can walk through the plant room. You can smell the soil. You can touch these things. It's
That's
not
amazing.
toxic. It's not dangerous. It's very human friendly.
And they have really cool swagger. Loose hat, man. Loose hat.
Colin stays on that swagger game.
I love the merch. I want a bomber jacket, Colin.
Yeah.
There's bomber jackets.
There are bomber jackets.
But not only for the cool kids. And
only for the cool
I'll
kids.
get one day.
I'll
but
sip my drink.
Yeah. Critical Root Zone. It's back, baby. It's here to stay. I'm looking forward to new series and to new topics about sustainability, getting to the root problems, right? We're not band-aiding the problems anymore. We're going to talk about why there are solutions and we're not doing them, or we're unable to follow through with what we know to be true, we know to be right. And remember, we can't love the planet unless we love each other, unless we are thinking about one another and receiving and giving. That's the balance. That's the key. But if you aren't whole inside, if you're hurting and if you're needing help, like sometimes you got to go inward. That's where it starts. So love yourself first to love the people around you, and then we can tackle all these problems together. So thank you for being here. CRZ 2024 coming in hot. Thank you for listening to Critical Root Zone. If you'd like to reach out, email us at criticalrootzone@gmail.com.